SportsCenter, Diane Rossini alongside Max Bretas, where we have breaking news.
What's new?
Yeah, right. Nothing. What a crazy 6 days of NBA free agency this has been. And add another to the long list of shocking surprises, and that is being Dwyane Wade, a Chicago Bull.
It's raised from the Illinois Chicagoland area, and he's going to the Bulls, getting the money he wants. We'll get details on that, although nothing has been confirmed. He's told the AP, did Wade, this was not an easy decision, but I feel I made the right choice. Much more reaction coming in. We've got Stephen A. Smith on the phone. Stephen A., this is we knew that Dwyane Wade possibly could be making that move as he played that game with the Miami Heat to see about the money. What's your reaction when you hear that he is going to join the Bulls?
Stunned, yet still not surprised. Stunned because he loves Miami. He loves the city. He loves the area. He loves the fans. And obviously he brought 3 championship rings there. So stunned because, you know, his lovely wife, Gabrielle Union, along with himself and his kids, love being there. They just built a new house there over a year ago or so. They moved in there, a house that he had been working on for years. So stunned in that respect, but not shocked because this has been a long time coming. He's been incredibly frustrated with the Miami Heat for several years now. He believes that he hasn't been treated like the star he deserves to be treated as. He's never been the highest paid player in franchise history. He was the guy responsible for bringing LeBron James to South Beach. He sacrificed money time and time again, cost himself about $25 million over the years because it was one of those situations where he would take less, assuming they would take care of him later. And each time it appeared to be a battle. And this time was the last straw. When LeBron James left a couple of years ago, you know, Pat Riley did not appreciate the fact that Dwyane Wade did not give them any indication as to what LeBron James was going to do. They didn't necessarily believe that Dwyane Wade knew nothing. Dwyane Wade swore he knew nothing until LeBron James made his decision. Then this time around, they looked at the fact that Kevin Durant, Dwyane Wade wasn't helpful in terms of speaking up for the organization, et cetera, and knowing Pat Riley the way that we all do, he's going to make his presence known and he's going to make his frustration known. So taking all of those things into consideration, negotiating with Dwyane Wade, he could have come up in Dwyane Wade's eyes, but elected not to do so. And from what my sources tell me, as recently as a day or two ago, Pat Riley hadn't even communicated with him. Dwyane Wade met with Mickey Arison. It wasn't with Pat Riley. And since Mickey Arison wouldn't budge either, and it was only like a $7 to $8 million difference, Dwyane Wade said, to hell with it. I'm going to go home and play with Chicago. Even though I don't expect them to be that great, anything is better than feeling disrespected after what I've done for this franchise. That's his mentality, and that is why he is gone.
Stephen A., you touched on it with regards to your sources. What do you make about how the Miami Heat have handled this situation with Wade's contract?
Well, I've always felt that they could have handled it better in terms of Dwyane Wade. Obviously, when he had some questions with his knee and stuff like that, you can understand it. But the reality is clear. Dwyane Wade is a 3-time champion. He's the most celebrated player in franchise history. And for him to be in a situation where he's got to worried about being taken care of, when you consider what Dallas does to Dirk Nowitzki every chance they get, it's something that Dwyane Wade paid rapt attention. Now, Miami is a big-time organization. Their ownership, Pat Riley, there's not much wrong you can say about them. The flip side is that when Dwyane Wade makes his case, which he has to me personally on several occasions in the past, you can understand where he's coming from. He's a 3-time champion. The first time he was NBA Finals MVP. The other 2 times, he's the guy that was responsible for bringing Chris Bosh and LeBron James to South Beach. So taking all of those things into consideration, recognizing the contribution he made to the franchise, you would think that if there was one person that they would take care of, it would be him. He obviously feels that they haven't done that. And I'm telling you right now for a fact, he is leaving because he is completely frustrated and fed up with the Miami Heat organization, not because he believes he's going to a better situation in Chicago. He knows he's not going to a better situation in Chicago. He does not care. He feels so disrespected that is what he has decided to do.
Stephen A., let's talk about the situation in Chicago. Obviously, not a team built to win right now. Gar Forman was looking for a youth movement, essentially his words. And then you get the news of Rajon Rondo, and you see Dwayne Wade. Knowing this team's going to have limitations, what do you think they can do this season, this upcoming year?
Nothing.
Is this going to be playing? I mean, they're going to be playing.
Dwayne Wade's going to do something. Jimmy Butler is an all-star. To pick up a Rajon Rondo is definitely good. Their guard play is going to be stellar or a tad bit shy of stellar. But what else do they have? I can't think of it. I really, really can't. And so to me, it's clearly a worse situation for him to be going into. I personally wish that he wouldn't, but he feels incredibly disrespected, specifically by Pat Riley and the Heat upper management. That's where he stands. And because of that is why he's leaving. I want to repeat this for emphasis. He knows he's not going to a better situation than the one he's departing. But he's doing it because he feels totally disrespected by a franchise he believes he's given his life's blood to that hasn't returned and reciprocated the level of dedication and sacrifice that he's given them. He's highly offended by it. That is why he is leaving.
Stephen A., it makes a lot of sense, and the Bull fans will realize that this is a guy, he's won 3 championships. So how do you think the Chicago fans are going to receive this?
Well, they're going to be receptive to him because he's a native son. He's a champion. He's an all-star. He's proven he can still play, and he's got some years left in him. And on top of it all, based on everything they've already lost, he's the only source of good news they've had in the last month. And so when you look at it from that perspective, there is no doubt that they're going to find cause to celebrate. But at the same time, it's not going to be a championship caliber celebration because Dwayne Wade is not at that stage and point in his career where he could deliver on such good. He is an all-star. He's going to do his job. Jimmy Butler is an all-star. He's going to do his job. Rajon Rondo led the league in assists. He's going to do his job. But the cupboard is bare. The Chicago Bulls don't have much. Paxson and Gar Forman ought to be respected, but the fact is they haven't done that great of a job as of late. This is not a very good basketball team. It's just that simple. If they make the playoffs, it will be cause for celebration.
Stephen A. Smith joining us here on SportsCenter, giving his opinion on the Dwayne Wade news that he's going to the Bulls. Stephen A., thanks for joining us. Okay. This is what the Bulls team would look like. As you see, the backcourt looks great, assuming Jimmy Butler is now a front court player. Taj Gibson remains a Bull, and they do have Robin Lopez, and there's a reserve, so it's not terrible. This wasn't a playoff team last season, missing out. You wonder if they are next season with the addition of Dwayne Wade. With more on this big move, Scott Van Pelt with his talk with Dan Le Batard.
13 years.